Adaptive Program Management is a term the Department of Defense coined to describe its plans for mitigating a lot of the potential problems associated with the buildup. Essentially, it means that the military will adapt its plans as needed to ensure that Guam doesn't grow too fast. The CMCC will gather data and try to forecast trends in order to make recommendations to DoD so that they can adapt their troop flow to Guam. But the troops will come later. The first concern of the CMCC will be the pace of construction projects. But all the CMC can really do is make recommendations. It will have no regulatory powers or policy-making powers.
It is not a programming organization. It is not a budgeting organization. So those functions, if you will, are not resonant within the CMCC. Again, as Captain Lynch said, the focus of effort is on the construction activities and to be able to not harm the environment, if you will, to not cause harm to the people of Guam while we're doing this.
In order to do this, the CMCC will be focused mostly on gathering information and data. Captain Peter Lynch explains.
Admiral Bouchon has tasked JICPO and NAVFAC to create the ability to capture all this data and put it into a specific location. I've budgeted for 2 people to do that will essentially do just that. They will gather the data that already exists. They'll consolidate that, analyze it, and then establish some trends based on the information that they know.
The CMCC is really just a way for DoD officials as well as local and federal agency heads to share information and concerns with each other. This is something that has already been happening with what is known as the Civilian Military Task Force, or CMTF. In fact, the CMTF has been doing much of this work for the last several years.
You can draw a parallel between some of the existing CMTF organizations. As Pete said, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We don't have a requirement to reinvent the wheel, but we may actually ask for information. We may ask for data from these ongoing meetings.